What's up, guys? iShogi here, back with another video. I promise this one's going to be entertaining, even though I'm not going to show you my beautiful face. This is my other room. I guess I am going to show you my beautiful face. There's me. Yay! I don't come in this room very often. My dog ruined my beautiful quilt thing that I slept under for like a million years. But this video, I'm going to be going over the card game that I made when I was like, I want to say I was 6 years old. This is a basketball card I found in me when I was 8. I'll flip it over so you can see my stats. I know I was going pro at the time. I actually got pretty good at basketball after I started losing weight. There we go. Those perfect stats. But this is a card game I made. It was called When Time Ends, and I thought that was a pretty fitting title for this video, which I'll get to the reason why in just a second. I'm gonna flip through these pages. You can pause it at any time if you really want to like look at all the cards. I have a few that I set aside that I think are really funny that I'll get to in a second. This was a card game I made, and I was like, man, I love card games so much, because at this point I was still really into Pokemon cards, and unlike half of 6-year-olds, I actually played the game. My brother taught me how to play when I was like 2.5 years old, and it took me until I was like 5 to finally beat him. Then when I was 7, I actually made a deck that I could beat him 2 out of 3 times, or 1 out of 3 times. I think we determined that it was just whoever went first ended up winning. Or maybe he was just saying that because he was tired of getting beat. And right now, these are the first cards that I put in here. These are most of the cards that I had in these thick cases. And I cleverly put like the best or like good on top so I could see if I was getting like a good card coming up. The best is obviously Rebel King. This card can't be beat. Can't use power-ups on it. And the numbers down here in the bottom right corner, I faintly remember how to play this card game, but I know that I had it so that whatever number in the bottom right corner was the number of cards you had to discard from anywhere. It could be your hand, from on the field, or from the top of your or bottom of your deck to play that card. And I know you had a bench, and then you could have multiple active monsters or people or whatever. And then they all had like different types. You can see Will Eats Like a Pig is obviously a light. And then the Evil TV is obviously any but speed, and you can change the power. And that was pretty much all of them. I don't remember how you could win. I think it was just you had to clear out their deck or something like that. And then these are my favorite cards. This is my version of Swords of Revealing Light from Yu-Gi-Oh, where your opponent can't attack for 3 turns. I definitely had that as ice in a cup. As you can see, it's in hard case because it only costs 1. When Time Ends, a beautiful card, limited edition. I also remember, side note, trying to sell these cards as soon as I made them, like at a garage sale, and no one bought them, surprisingly. Yeah, I just recently discovered them again in my little drawer. This is the Crunchy Cookie. I like this card a lot because it says you can pass gas, and gas is spelled incorrectly, and your opponent can't attack for 8 turns. Yeah, it's really good, and it has 670 power. And I also like how this card is shaped a lot, and it's a cool card. Maybe that's a version of Uncommon. I really like Chubby Chub a lot as well, because it's just so oddly shaped. And like, you can see like a lot of them, like I used scissors, but this one is definitely a victim of neglect. And Chubby Chubs, he's very rare, nice card. Tsunami Wave of Water, and I like this card because I had to distinguish whether or not the tsunami was of water, because we see back here that I have Flood of Pee. This is a beautiful card. I remember playing this one distinctly. Not really, I made that up, but I think I made 2 decks of cards, and I kept trying to like get my mom or dad to come play with me so I could teach them how to play, but no one wanted to, surprisingly. Maybe because my mom got a card made after her. It was Mom Toe, which is obviously a light card. My camera is having a horrible time focusing today. I apologize. It says any ghost type on the field can't attack with a power of 340. And I really like this card. I actually distinctly remember drawing this card. Shark of Terror. It's a beautiful looking card. You can draw 2 cards every other turn. I don't know why you'd want to do that, because your deck is definitely going to run out after like 4 turns with all the discards. King of Butts, definitely any time. I mean, limited edition, really good. It wasn't a hard case for only 1 with 880 power. That's just great. Andrew farts a lot. Andrew So probably my best childhood friend growing up. That's green and light. I've talked about him in multiple videos. And Poot, you can see there. Very strong card. And then one of my personal favorites, Write with a Pen. And your opponent can't do anything for 3 turns because you wrote with a pen. And on a more serious note, guys, if you haven't heard about the Connecticut shooting in the elementary school, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but I thought this was a pretty fitting video, pretty convenient time for me to find this because we don't know when our time's going to end. And I encourage you guys to keep the families of the children whose lives and adults whose lives were lost in your prayers as you go throughout this week. And it's been your boy. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.